How you doing, everybody? My name is Mitch. I am the founder and the owner of Nexus Claim Services. Today, I want to talk to you about diminished value. I see a lot of stuff popping up on other people's pages, people posting about it. So I kind of want to give you the lowdown. Uh, since I live and I'm licensed in Texas, this video is going to be based off of Texas. But for the most part, it'll apply to many states, which a lot of our services will cover. Um, so if your car's been in a wreck and you're chasing diminished value, basically you're going to have three choices. One, you can hire an appraiser. Two, you can hire a public adjuster. Or three, you can go it alone with online tools. So let's break each one down so you know exactly what we're talking about. So hiring an appraiser for diminished value, basically a good appraiser doesn't just stop at a single number. A real Texas appraiser is going to dig for every dollar that's owed to you. They'll calculate their diminished value. They'll check for a loss of use, um, which is compensation for the time that you were without your car. And that also applies if you have had a rental vehicle, but it's not comparable to the vehicle that was damaged. So, for example, let's say that you have a 2022 F 150 and they end up giving you a little compact car. Well, that's not comparable. They owe you for that truck that you have. That's what they owe you for a rental. Um, then we'll also check for your loss of certified pre-owned status. Uh, we figure that into the resale value. Some manufacturers allow for uh, certain things has to happen in order for it to revoke its certified pre-owned status. So Honda will have different rules, and then Ford is going to have different rules. So we check into that too to see if that plays a factor in your diminished value. A strong appraiser will also consult with you during negotiations and help you counter lowball offers. Um, the fine print, what a lot of people don't know, is that Texas law does not require an insurance company to negotiate with an appraiser. So if an appraiser promises you to handle negotiations, understand that the carrier can simply refuse to talk to them. They can arm you with evidence, but you still have to pull the trigger. That's what an appraiser can do. Yeah, now, I'm not going to say that some people don't get away with it. There are people that have gone out there and the insurance company is going to negotiate with them. But that's what you're going to pay your fee for. You're going to pay when they tell you they can negotiate it, you're going to pay your fee to them, stating that they can negotiate it all. But when they run into that appraiser that says, "Yeah, I don't have to talk with you," well, then they're done. The negotiation is gone. So you pay a higher fee due to negotiations that you don't get. The other thing is you could hire a public adjuster. So a licensed public adjuster handles the entire claim from start to finish. They're regulated by the Texas Department of Insurance, and the opposing adjuster must follow the same rules when dealing with a public adjuster as the public adjuster has to follow. That gives you legal representative and a level playing field. You're going to have an adjuster fighting for your rights as the insurance company has an adjuster fighting for theirs. But there is an ethical line that the public adjuster can't cross. So they cannot write the diminished value for you because representing you and studying a number creates a conflict of interest. So what the public adjuster will do is end up hiring an independent appraiser in order for them to write the diminished value for you. The public adjuster is going to take that diminished value that they get from the appraiser they hire, and then they will fight for you to get that dollar amount or negotiate. Keep in mind, all these are negotiations. Insurance companies want to feel like they win. We want to win. And then there's a third. There's these online tools that are popping up where they're going to say that you put in some information, your VIN number, and all that stuff, and they will go ahead and spit out a document that this is what your diminished value is. Here's the problem. Uh, what the insurance company is going to do is they're also going to hire a third party to do diminished value. So you're going to have two conflicting numbers. And which one do you think the insurance company is going to go with? 99% of the time, they're going to go with theirs. I leave that 1% because I'm feeling generous. So now the issue you run into, you're gonna end up negotiating your value amount with what their value amount is. And now you're negotiating with somebody that does this all day long. This is what they do. And for the most part, uh, your everyday consumer, everyday vehicle owner, is not equipped and have the basic knowledge to be able to defend themselves when they're going up against an adjuster who does this for a living. So what my company does, we offer different options. So uh, we can cover every angle for you. As a consultant, we provide a full diminished value appraisal. That would include the loss of any CPO that we could find. If there's any loss of use, we'll add that to it. But our difference is we stay with you through the negotiations. So if the insurer pushes back, and you can't, t- you can tell them, "Let me discuss this with my consultant," and we'll give you documented defenses or verbal ammo for your next call with them. All of that is included in the one-time fee, and we do this all the way until your vehicle is negotiated out, and you and them come to an agreed settlement. We are also licensed, insured, and bonded public adjusters. So we can handle it from the very beginning, as we discussed earlier. We will go ahead and take it from the get go. If you want to hire us as a public adjuster, we'll do that. We'll get everything set up with the appraiser, and then move forward and submit all that stuff to the insurance company, along with our letter of representation, letting them know that we're representing you as a public adjuster. What this does is takes all the stress off you. We handle everything. Uh, there's no more guessing, and we're going to have full compliance. It's going to be a professional versus professional. Just like if by some chance you'd have to go to court, you're not going to fight a lawyer on your own. You're going to get your own lawyer because they know the law. And what we know is the insurance as far as Texas goes. So in Texas, the insurance company already has their professional, as we discussed. They're protecting their money. What we're doing is trying to protect yours. So if you have any questions or anything, my email address is going to be in the link. Um, Actually, what I'll do is I'll put my website within the link. That way you can go there, you can look at what we do. You can also check out our Google ratings. Currently, we have a 5-star Google rating, and all of our initial consultations are free. But if you have any questions, give us a call. We'll be more than happy to point you in the right direction. What we want is for the insurance company to stop taking advantage of their clients, of people, their vehicles when they get into an accident that was not their fault. We want to be able to help them through this whole process. So reach out. Let us know if we can help. Thank you.